Alright, so you might be wondering why I'm using two different size chisels here. The basic idea here is I'm using my 1/4 size chisel to rough out the majority of the material that was left over by the fret saw, and then I'm going to be using my 3/8 chisel to do a nice accurate cut on the baseline. Because the trick is that if I was to use my 1/4 chisel across all 4 of these corners, and this was the only chisel I was going to use, it would mean that I have to stop and sharpen through the process. Because you want as sharp an edge as possible when you're establishing that baseline, just because you want it to be super accurate. It also helps that this 1/4 chisel fits all the way from the bottom to almost the top of these dovetails. So I can really get in there nicely and clean out whatever excess material there is. So the 1/4 chisel works just perfectly for clearing out that excess material. On the flip side, you can see how this 3/8 chisel basically perfectly fits the bottom edges of our dovetails here. So we can use that to perfectly establish our baseline in one single pass, which will leave it as square and straight as absolutely possible. It's just going to make our lives that much easier. And by only using that 3/8 chisel to establish the baseline, it's going to stay sharp through this whole process,